Look at this. So what is really going on? We got a right-wing civil war, and it's ridiculous, of course. So you have people like Ben Shapiro talking about how, Nick Fuentes, he's saying all of this anti-Semitic stuff and white nationalist stuff, and it's bad, and we shouldn't support it, and we should condemn it. Listen, man, going after Tucker Carlson. These people have been doing this for a minute. Fuentes and Tucker Carlson and all the people that's being attacked, they've been doing it for a long time. And you know how they got to be as big as they are? People like Ben Shapiro, Steven Crowder, Fox News, Newsmax. That's how they got to be as big as they are. Rather than focusing on extremism and the people that are dividing the country and hurting the country and putting out this just disgusting content, Ben Shapiro focused on his pockets, right? He focused on what his billionaire donors wanted him to do, which is to go after people who at least are putting up some kind of a fight against the elites and the billionaire class that are squeezing us all out of existence, right? While they are having their parties and building their bunkers and buying another yacht, they're squeezing us. And the only group that is really going after them is coming from the left, coming from not so much the liberals, but it's definitely the Democratic Party. Look at how much attacks that they did on some of these corporations, getting them charged, getting them fined. And then what does the right wing do when they come into power? Let's free them all, right? Pardon them all. Drop all the cases. Crime is now legal, right? Let's protect the billionaire class at all costs, because they're the ones who provide all the jobs, right? Without the billionaires, we wouldn't have any jobs. So we got to protect the billionaires. Fuck the poor people, right? If they would just work harder, they would have more money and they wouldn't need all these government handouts. Right? Handouts for billionaires, yeah, because they're gonna give us jobs. Handouts for the poor people that need it, they're lazy, right? So don't let these fools fool you, right? Here's the thing you need to understand. Take a look at all those clips that Ben Shapiro is showing you now with Nick Fuentes and realize what I've been saying all along. They're well aware of right-wing extremism. They've been aware of it for a very long time. In fact, they're part of that movement in some way, right? How do you think we've got these right-wing extremists in power in our government? Right? How do you think we have that Laura Loomer lunatic having access to the President of the United States and having him, fire people at her, recommendation? Because of people like Ben Shapiro, Tucker Carlson, all these fools who pretended for quite some time that it's the left, the radical left, we gotta stop, they're too woke and they're damaging the country and we gotta, morality and Jesus Christ and da-da-da, right? They protected the right-wing extremists, allowing them to grow and be as powerful as they are and have the following that they have. Whenever the left was calling it out, talking about white nationalism and you have a problem with this stuff and, it's just the left, everyone's racist. They're calling everybody racist. That's because they don't have any policies and they don't have any positions. Oh, don't listen to them, right? Now, I want you to understand, it takes a disagreement on another country, Israel, for Ben Shapiro to all of a sudden, Fuentes, he's apparently racist, right? You got Officer Tatum, all the usual clowns who helped to grow these brands, right? When the left wing was calling them out, they, instead of attacking these far-right lunatics, they attack the left to smear them and say they're lying. And now there's two sides to every coin. There are some folks on the left who do throw racism on everything, right? But this is the beauty of the right-wing propaganda, right? You have something that is actually true, a kernel of truth, and they use that with this broad brush to distract and deceive us, right? So you have actual people who keep using racism loosely to shut people down. Ben Shapiro focuses only on those people, ignores the people who have genuine, legitimate concerns. About people like Nick Fuentes, they've been talking about it for years. And rather than Ben Shapiro supporting them, I don't agree with your ideology, I'm a conservative, I believe in different things than you do, but we both can agree that these far-right extremist nut jobs are hurting the country. So I, Ben Shapiro, because I have morality, because I'm not just some greedy guy that just cares about money, I'm gonna support people on the left for years talking about this white nationalist issue, and I'm gonna call it out too. But if I do that, the white nationalists that support what I do, ironically, right? Because the same thing with Donald Trump. They have a lot of problems with Donald Trump and the Jews he has around him, they say, but they love what he does. He's great for the country in their eyes. So somebody like a Ben Shapiro, ironically, as a Jew, they certainly don't like him, but they like what he's doing for the country. They like how he's helping their movement indirectly or directly, depending on who you ask. So don't let these bullshit, savage, greedy liars fool you, right? The way we got MAGA, the way we got Nick Fuentes, the way we got Tucker Carlson is because of this right-wing machine that serves the billionaire class, serves the elites against the people. Ben Shapiro has chosen to align himself with another country, to align himself with 1% against his own audience, who are struggling to pay rent, struggling to pay for healthcare. They're literally dying because of lack of healthcare. And Ben Shapiro says, fuck you, I want to make that back. So I'm going to support these billionaires. I'm going to be a tool of the billionaires to keep them distracted about woke M&Ms, look at these woke M&Ms, right? While their healthcare is being stripped away, right? Also, I can get more money, because that's what it's all about. That's all I care about. For the love of money is the root of all evil. Don't fall for it.
This is the living area.